100K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building again, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! 319! 319!
Leopard! Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patrick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Gone!
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Spinning away. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. There you go, play action now. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley-oop, and the ball is knocked out. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On play action, they'll throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Set! 319! 319!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
319!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it's caught. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We got three down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the press. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Foreman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And fights through one man. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return 27 yards.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Number
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and say, look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. To throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time Wilson will throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run with Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love to slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my